Good morning, kings and queens of the internet. I just spent the last couple of hours editing for you guys a delight. Go ahead and call off work tomorrow. I'm giving you permission to skip class. I'm gonna drop a doozy and you're not gonna wanna miss it. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Skin signs, you have a viral infection.
Achoo!
Speaking of viral infection, do me a favor. Tell everyone you know, wash your hands. It's one of the easiest ways to prevent getting sick. And this morning I went for a little walk on my under the desk walking pad. While I did that, I also was reading All the King's Men. Started this, and let me tell you, this writing style I like. I like the descriptiveness. Can't tell if it's gonna be one that I think I'll recommend or not, but if anything, the writing is really good. Speaking of books that I recommend, I was thinking the other day, it's been a year since I read Demon Copperhead, but if you're looking for a good read, highly recommend that. That's a great book to kickstart your January reading goals. Put it on the library reserve line. No need to spend money when the library is the gift that keeps giving. I also wasted some time looking on the Amazonian because I saw they have Wooble kits on there. Kind of hankering to make another little creature. They have a little bunny on there that I think would be really cute to make for Easter, which will be here before you know it. Well, here I am much later in the day on my way to TJ Maxx, maybe Home Goods. I know we went there yesterday, but the big Home Goods, because the one we went to yesterday did not have much. Like, I was kind of disappointed. And then if you're good, we might swing by Barnes & Noble and look at the Calico Critters on the way home. I am double dipping literary wise. I mentioned I'm reading All the King's Men. Just started it this morning. I'm also listening on Audible, The House of My Mother, Sherry Frankie's story. Kind of giving A Boy Called It. When all of the stuff about those family vloggers, that family of vloggers came out, and that horrible mother, I was so captivated by that story. Like, I was all consumed with it. It was just so dark. And now I'm listening to the book, and I'm really glad that she's reading it. I don't know how you could do that to a child. So far, it's really good. Isn't he cute? The Bubble Bear Bulgarian Lavender Bubble Bath. Bubble bath is like the worst thing for your skin. It's like soaking in surfactant, but he's cute nonetheless. Rice Milk Ceramide Happy Bath Body Wash. That looks promising. $6.99. This TJ Maxx has such good finds. How much is this body wash? $6. OGX. Hyaluronic acid body butter. I've still got the mini bag bombs from the holidays. I thought this was a good deal. Those 3 little ones. Snail and shea butter body wash. You guys know how much I enjoy snail mucin. It's nice and hydrating. Oh, wow. What's this? Kopari Tahitian Vanilla Hydrating Body Wash. I'm telling you, this is the place for those of you who like your scented body washes and lotions. This is the place to come because they have a lot that I don't see anywhere else typically. What is this? Lemon myrtle oil and manuka honey triple milled Castile body bar. 3 bars for $8. Oh my god, check out all the oral hygiene stuff. Whitening strips. I don't use those, it can make your teeth sensitive, but they also have these dental floss picks and the little thing for your toothbrush. These are handy. I might actually get these. They're good for your gums. And they have cute little packets. I think this would be a good gift for the side sleeper. I can't stand sleeping on my side because I feel like my knees start to get sore somehow, but anyway. These are so cute. They have all these weighted, huggable plushies, like kind of like the weighted blanket. It wraps, does it wrap around your neck? It's so cute. Look at this little toasty. This is the place to get Valentine PJs. Look at these with the cute little owls. And then they have the fleece pants with a little, is that a Frenchie? Those are cute, super soft. What is with the Grinch everywhere? This past Christmas, I swear the Grinch was everywhere. The rights to put Grinch on merchandise must be really inexpensive, because I swear Grinch stuff was everywhere. And now, segging into Valentine's Day, the Grinch is the new gnome, you guys. Those are cute with the cherries. Don't get me wrong, I love the Grinch, especially the original one, but I just feel like they're kind of overplaying him as a character on merchandise. Juicy Couture. Juicy Couture needs to bring back the sweatpants. Look at this adorable Tinkerbell mug set. They have some really cute little teacups. This little set. And then the Winnie the Pooh. I knew this TJ Maxx would have good stuff. They always do. Cinderella. How cute is that? A mug and just a little figurine. It's adorable. 20 bucks. That'd make a good gift. Look at these. Look like the little macarons. This little mermaid mug plays under the sea. Aren't these pillows pretty? I guess they're for Valentine's, but I'd keep them out year round. It's a nice gift box. Harry Potter Owl Post Super Valentines. You get 28 cards. They also have Scooby-Doo. How much are these? 10 bucks. Oh, these are really nice. They come with like an eraser. Fold cards with envelopes plus fun erasers. A little stress ball. A little stress lobster. You can make little bracelets. They had these interesting vases at Home Goods yesterday. I don't know how I feel about those, but for Valentine's, they're cute. So I ended up here in J.Crew, like the J.Crew factory, I think it's called, basically the outlet. I think I might get these jeans. They're really comfortable and they're 70% off the lowest ticketed price. And then I tried it on with this cute little sweater. It's got like the buttons. These are like really comfortable. Well guys, I lucked out. I got the jeans. I wasn't gonna buy that pink sweater because it was like $90. I was like, no. I don't need a $90 sweater in Houston for like 1 week out of the year where you actually can wear a sweater. Then I was perusing around after I tried on the jeans. I saw some sneakers that were a really good price, just like little basic white sneakers. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get these to go with these jeans. And then lo and behold, they had the exact same sweater in a pretty green color that was like way marked down. So I got the sweater in green, the jeans, and the shoes all for basically a little bit less than the price of the pink sweater. Go figure. J.Crew factory is mind-blowing to me because the prices on J.Crew clothing are so inflated. And then you come into the factory, which is like their outlet store, and the prices are still super inflated, but then they have all of these random sales on random items, and they'll try and confuse you because you'll be looking at a table and be like 70% off, and then in small letters it's just the jeans. So you have to be careful shopping in there, but if you're savvy and you play your cards right, you can get a pretty good deal in there. Did not end up buying anything at TJ Maxx. I put those little flossers back because I was like, what are you doing? You have a water flosser at home. You don't need these. And they're not the kind that you use when you actually get stuff stuck in your teeth and you're out and about. So I put those back because didn't need them and was not going to wait in line. It was bopping in there, let me tell you. TJ Maxx is the place to be. They had good stuff in there. I didn't film much in the clothing section in TJ Maxx, but I was perusing around. They had a cute Valentine's sweater I was kind of tempted to get, but I was like, not waiting in that line, not waiting in that line. Yeah, this little shopping center, we didn't even go, and I mean, you know, you guys were good, but I'm sorry, we're not going in Bath & Body Works. They've got a Bath & Body Works, Claire's. Actually, it's kind of a fun shop. TJ Maxx, Home Goods, a pizza place, Sally Beauty Supply, and Dollar Tree. That Dollar Tree, though, doesn't have a lot of skincare. They do have some, but they don't have as much as the Dollar Tree where you need a tetanus shot to go in. And if you know, you know. The Dollar Tree that's just a touch rusty with like actual rust on the shelves. Yeah, this little shopping center is bopping. It's always got good stuff. Oh, and there's an Office Depot as well. I almost forgot. So yeah, pretty much everything you might want. And down the street's a Kroger. I'm here in Barnes & Noble. Look how adorable these kawaii office supplies are. The gel pens. Oh, it's squishy. Little pen cases. These are adorable. I love this pencil. A pen? Is it a pen? Pencil. So cute. Look at the little correction tape. What did I tell you? They're so adorable. She's new. It's her little bicycle. Her little backpack. I just love these toys. I think they're so adorable. Look at the little triplets with a little tub. This little bath and shower set is so cute. Barnes & Noble actually has a ton of DVDs, but this is one of the DVDs I actually watched over the holiday. I got it at the library, and it was honestly kind of entertaining. Weird Al Yankovic story. The Wizard of Oz. Man, they have quite a selection. The Shining for $4.99. That's a steal. Oh, Pete's Dragon. I always enjoyed this movie. Check out this book. Backstage. Portraits of actors at work in the theater. I wonder if they have Newcomer Bird. It's sealed. We can't look at it. Pretty Woman. That's a good movie. I've never heard of this before. Gettysburg. Oh, Forrest Gump. I love that movie. It's like one of my favorite movies. See, this is what I was talking about, these crochet kits they often have here at Barnes & Noble. This is a nice one, but I've always found, I always end up getting these kind of impulsively, and then, I don't know, I have a hard time with the instructions not being to my liking, I guess. This is nice, a classic Christmas treasury. You get A Christmas Carol, The Gift of the Magi, Christmas at Melrose, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, The Nutcracker and the Mouse King, Babushka, Bits, Little Piccola, The Fir Tree, and The Boy with the Box. That's a lot in there. Christmas window clings. Man, they have a lot of Christmas sets. Rock painting. What is this? Oh, this is fun. It's a paper gingerbread house. So you don't have that ant feast. More kits over here. Kaleidoscope coloring.
Plus there's your evil books or whatever.
Here's one with stickers. Oh, it's fancy with a little suitcase. Pens. Here's one that's like foods. Little creatures. Oh, the baby animals one. Then they have felted animals. Pocket pets. Two down, two down. One more to go. If you're new to the saga, I just love the packaging on this Euthymol toothpaste. But good Lord Almighty, this is like fire water on your tongue. I mean, it's really one of the most painful toothpastes I have ever used. But it came in a 3-pack. It's pretty, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna keep going with it. And I would like to think that it's possible with something like this that over time, with continued use, you get kind of used to it. It's not as bad. No. Because backstory, you know, toothpaste that have really strong mint or cinnamon flavorants can actually, you know, the residue can end up being irritating around your mouth. It's associated with maybe a trigger for periorificial dermatitis. If you get canker sores, these strong toothpastes, they can be a culprit in triggering those. Or if you've got a geographic tongue dancing around, yeah, strong toothpaste. Check out my videos on those conditions as a side note if you're struggling with them. Kids flavored toothpaste, the strawberry, the bubblegum, much milder. Same strength of fluoride, fine for adults to use. Okay, so for the longest time, I just completely switched over to the kids' toothpaste because I was like, these flavors are much better. They're a lot more fun, and it doesn't burn as much in my mouth, even though I'm not particularly sensitive. So that was my shtick for the longest time. I'd been using like the ACT brand, ACT ACT brand, kids' toothpaste, or the Hello brand has a couple of good ones. Anyway, stumbled upon this because it really goes with the decor, you know, the style in this bathroom, this packaging. But man, is it painful. Who remembers back in the day when if you said something like, that sucks, you get your mouth washed out with soap? Yeah, nowadays people swear left and right, drop the F-bomb. F-bomb was like so shocking. I was of the generation where washing a child's mouth out with soap, making them put soap in their mouth if they swore, was like a common punishment. But if your kid swears and you don't want them to, they're gonna get the Euthymol. Whew, this is arguably worse than soap. I hope you are having a great weekend and you enjoyed this vlog. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.